brown, and he's called his real estate agent. The real estate agent bring me up and say, Tony, can you go and pull out a bit of shit from behind this guy's garage and see if that eastern brown's there, because he reckons it lives there. And when I got there, it was literally, it would take a semi-trailer and one person 2 or 3 days to clean it out. I just run them and says, guys, this is bullshit. The amount of stuff here, there's no way that I can do it, not just my little call out fee, you know. Clear it up, and if you see the snake then call me. Anyway, I didn't charge them for that, and I hadn't heard anything, and blah 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 blah. And 2 or so, maybe 3 months later, I get a call from the bloke himself, because I told them while I was there how to handle it, what to do, what not to do, gave him my card, all that jazz. He rang me, and we happened to be at Hope Island Shops just finish our shopping, and he said, look, I just heard the birds, and look, there's this kick-ass eastern brown, the thing's as thick as my wrist, and rah 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 rah, which sounds fair, sounds legit. What do we do, all this shit? Asked me a million questions. I said, look, I'm just about to go home, and his house here is only just on the way. So I dropped in, ended up talking to him for hours. He makes furniture with chainsaws and all that stuff, so didn't charge him, told him what to do, how to do it, blah 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 blah. Then all of a sudden his missus, 2 weeks later, calls me, or he calls me because his missus seen a snake going under the house. I said, look, it's an $88 call out fee. Rightio, I went there and I did a full search. We ended up talking to him for 2, maybe 3 hours. We get on pretty well, and he's doing it tough for money. I said, don't worry about the call out fee, but I've got some bar stools that I want, because he makes beautiful timber work. I've got some bar stools that I want timber tops, and he was more than happy to do a trade. My bar stools for that call out fee. I said to him, I do your deal. You make me some really nice bar stools, and I'll catch this freaking snake. Anyway, since then, yesterday we dropped in, just because it's been a week since then, to see how the bar stools are going. They're not going. He's still doing some other shit, but he's just called me saying, I've got the snake, it's in my garage, it's trapped, blah blah blah. So I hope it's the eastern brown. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a tree snake or something. But yeah, this big eastern brown's been a real pain in the ass in this area. Hey, big fella. How you going, Kevin? Oh, the chicken just picked it up. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, yeah, sorry to call you up.
No, you're right, mate. Just finished catching a Rusco in a massage parlour.
She found it this morning.
So it was a friggin'
carpet. I think it's a carpet python, this one.
Oh, is it?
Because she was trying to get in the corner of the shed, and
I was hoping.
I looked, but I couldn't find anything, and then the minor birds, about 30 of them went round the back.
Yeah.
And they went crazy. It was them that found it.
Corrie beforehand, but where he was also excellent was he would sit out when the
Fatty.
went on a bombing run.
Yeah, the big question is, how does Bumbo get up there?
He became so good at it.
I was hoping that this is going to get some round.
No. Well, no, I wouldn't know. I don't.
I was trying to convince Miles to keep him.
The other men on
Just
the
so you don't want to keep him here.
No.
You'll eat all the rats and mice when you so that Ethan Brown will run around.
bending.
There's rat bait everywhere.
And on 2 occasions,
He's now got the best amalgamated pest control officer working 24/7 for free. It's up to you, mate, but the carpet pythons do your favour. Big time.
Yeah. Well, I don't care about the rats so much. It's more the because they got rat bait everywhere. So it's more the brown snakes. Does it do anything with the brown snakes? Or?
No, but what he does by removing the rats means that eastern brown's not going to want to be here.
Yeah.
Because he's competing for the food source. So that eastern, like your house, out of all the houses on this street, you've got the chooks, you've got a few things that attract that, and this big garden next door that makes it a home for that eastern brown. But without the food, he's not going to want to be here. It's up to you. But if I lived here, if I had this up, leave it there. The only thing I'd worry about is my chihuahua, you know, but that's even not that big, it's only a small car. But
Can you get him out and
yeah, play with it.
have a look at him?
Yeah.
The kids want to
Abby, come over here. Come over here.
You've already got a belly full of friggin' rats, mate. Look at it. It goes to the same gym as me.
Just come over here for dinner. Are you videoing it, Miles?
Yeah, I am. As well. Come on, Freddie. Come on. There's miles, see all those rats that's in your belly? You're freezing too. Come here. Like that, right?
It's pretty long.
Abby?
So how old is it?
Oh, you can't tell the age because different snakes grow at different rates depending on how much food they get. Judging by his belly, he gets plenty.
You think?
I think that's where I found those, those things that you said with the carpet on that back fence.
That's his.
So I reckon he's going back and forth between houses.
Yeah. Good looking snake too.
He looks healthy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we've been plenty of food, haven't we?
he's got one of these going on. And as you can see, he's not on a mission to tear Brooke's face off.
How big does it grow? Like you think it is?
Oh, yeah, they get bigger than that, a lot bigger.
What's the likelihood of them actually just biting?
No snake will bite for the heck of it. You need to do something to it. If Brooke roughed that up now,
Yeah.
it potentially could. Its face is right on her arm there. It has every opportunity to.
Yeah, but it's just not interested, it just doesn't need to,
No.
it's not necessary.
No.
The dog found it this morning.
It's kind of like a dog biting, is it? Rough a dog up
Like
and then
any
you
animal.
get
It's like a human. Like if I
Grab the canary.
was if I was trying to convince you to walk over here and I said, here, come over here, and I ushered you over like this, you'd be cool with it. If I grabbed you by the throat and said, come here, you straight up, bang, elbow in the face, because it's just the way you handle. It's now looking at Brooke as refuge rather than a threat. It's all it wants to do is have a nana nap. It's a nocturnal snake. It sleeps during the day. Only reason why it's doing that is finally we've got some temperature happening, and it's putting its back up against the tin roof to digest what it's got in its belly.
Yeah. Can you see, Abby? I don't
Come and have a look,
understand
honey. Let me have a look up. You don't touch it, but you come have a look. There you go. Look at that snake.
That
You know
was
what you do if you see a snake?
She's never seen one before.
Never seen
Get mommy and daddy.
Huh?
Tell them.
Yeah, if she sees a snake, to come get used to it. An adult.
Who? That's a snake.
Like, it has over 100 teeth, and if it did bite, you'd draw blood. That's it.
Yeah.
You get
The
infections from it?
worst case is infection. Or,
Worst case, if you got infection, I'd be a walking pus ball right now. I get bitten every freaking day. But you got a lump in there.
Yeah.
Is that from a skin one?
Scar.
Scar?
There's another one there.
Yeah,
It's got that too.
punch up of something.
so
Got
that's
big
a
nostrils.
carpet
Really
python?
Yeah, carpet python.
Yeah.
Yep. It's same as what we did down the street the other night, but the one we did down the street was half the size of this. It's camera shot, obviously.
You just want to keep coming back over there.
It looks healthy.
They're probably nice.
I've got I've got customers in Telegraph, and he's scared shitless of snakes, and he's got a horse stable, and 3 or 4 times a year we remove carpets out. I kept saying to him, mate, these guys kept the Eastern Browns away, you're in Eastern Brown territory, and I haven't seen him since, but the last year we got 2 or 3 big Eastern Browns in a row, and he goes, why is this? What's going on? I said, we've removed every freaking carpet out of your property, now the Eastern Browns are moving in, I told you that would happen.
Yeah.
So,
They keep the good snakes, get rid of the bad.
now these guys, what it is, your rat bait is probably being 20% effective, this guy's 100% effective.
Mm.
As in just his presence scares the rats away, and see on his bottom jaw there, all those heat sensing pits, he can sense, because when rats run around your house, they don't run everywhere, they use the same track all the time, and they actually leave a dark mark where they run all the time when they rub there, because they do a poo, and they get their poo all over their balls or whatnot, and they drag their balls out and just leave a dark track.
Yeah.
These guys can sense where those rats constantly go, and they can go a year without food, so he'll just go, yeah, right, is this the spot? I'll wait here. Thank you, where's your brother? Thank you, where's your brother?
So once they hit the right spot, they just stay there.
They just sit there and knock them off.
You see, this garage is absolutely riddled
They were shitting all over my furniture.
with rats when we moved in.
The rats
Riddled.
chew your wires and cause your house to burn down,
Yeah.
keep you awake all night, attract the venomous snakes, and in your case, shit all over your hard work.
Yeah.
This guy here, he will poo too. That poo's going to be about as big as your poodle does, but then it'll be the last poo for 2 months. You know? But those rats go everywhere and they pee and poo. He does you a favour. If I lived here, I'd leave it here.
Yeah, you love them.
He's not big enough to eat the dog or the chickens either.
If he
My thing is
decides
the
to
kids and
hibernate in the
dogs.
shed,
They don't hibernate, they slow down. Just
They
everything
slow
they do
down.
slows down.
Okay, so we're just not going to find them somewhere where Miles.
But he was on the ground this morning.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, 'cause
Put it this
Dale
way,
wouldn't
it happens a
go.
lot where people will work in the shed and they go and grab their shit, go, whoa, snakes in there, it'll get in boxes, it'll get in things.
Yeah.
But it won't hurt you in a million years, it won't hurt your family. Like you're worried.
As soon as Miles said it's above the chairs, I went,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, but I hear all that you saying that your whole world is your family, you know, your whole world is the kids,
I just
and
don't
you don't
know
want that
what's
Eastern Brown
like.
near them.
No.
This guy here is helping to keep your kids safe, effectively.
Because of a territorial thing
Yeah.
more than anything else.
No, not the territory, this, the rats.
The rats.
The fact he's eating the rats means that Eastern Brown's not going to want to hang around here. He'll go down to Wazzers or something, you know, or go down the park. We're going to catch that Eastern Brown, it will be gone, but, you know, if I can convince you to leave it
That
here.
brown snake was bigger than him.
Yeah, well that's a big brown snake then.
It was fat horizontally.
Yeah, white, yeah,
Yeah, but it had a little head.
yeah, big old
Well,
boy.
he's got a fairly large head.
Yeah.
This thing had a small head.
Yeah.
And it looked a bit odd because they had a little head with a fucking huge body.
Because once again, it's been feeding on rats big time. The snakes grow really quick when they get a lot of food and
What happens if an Eastern Brown finds this snake?
nothing. They go, "Ee," and disappear. They don't care. They don't care about each other. They'll walk away from each other.
That'd be an interesting thing to watch.
They wouldn't do anything. They just like.
No, the walking path.
It's not us and everybody.
I haven't quite woken up yet. That's sort of right there.
What is that?
Learned a lot about snakes, but that's the newest thing I've learned.